Well, Stephen, Joyce, good morning. The sun is already up here in Midtown Manhattan on what is a big day in the Big Apple for that group from Seattle that will be led by Seattle Mayor Jenny Durkan. They'll be coming here to this building just off the Avenue of Americas, right next to the NHL team store, right down from Radio City Music Hall to make their formal pitch to what is called the NHL Executive Committee. 10 influential owners who will ultimately be making a recommendation on whether Seattle should get an expansion team to play in that new arena at Seattle Center in 2020. Last night here in Midtown Manhattan, we caught up with Todd Leiweke, who is leading the Seattle Hockey Partners effort and will also be part of this presentation. Here's what he had to tell us. What's going through your mind the night before this big presentation?
Well, we've had a number of big presentations, but there's no question tomorrow's an important one. And we get to finally stand up in front of NHL owners and make our case. And we are going to put our best foot forward because we've been reviewing it tonight, and we're really proud of the story we have to tell. And it might have taken a little longer than people wanted, but our case has been strengthened.
What message do you want to send about Seattle in particular?
We are NHL ready. We're ready to go. And we're going to lay out a case tomorrow that talks about a brilliant arena plan, that talks about incredible fans. We're going to talk tomorrow about a practice facility, so we're excited.
Hey, if they're successful one day, there may be a Seattle hockey jersey or hockey sweater, is what the hockey fans like to say here in the NHL team store. The executive committee meeting happens this morning. There's another meeting later on today, and we expect coming out of that, NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman, Deputy Commissioner Bill Daley will tell us the next steps on when they may make a final decision on bringing an expansion franchise to Seattle. More to come throughout the day on all platforms, but for now, live in Midtown Manhattan, I'm Chris Daniels, King 5 News. Back to you.
Chris Daniels taking a bite out of the Big Apple. Talk to you soon, Chris.